What's the difference between butter and ghee? Is one better than the other? In this video, we're going to talk about what differentiates the two, why you should consume either one or the other in your diet, and how to make your own ghee at home. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kate, I'm a health coach, and I post videos on a high-fat, nutrient-dense way of eating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share, and make sure to subscribe. And also make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where I share new posts every single day. Let's start by talking about how butter is made. Butter is made from churning milk or cream until the fats separate from the liquid. What you're left with is mainly butterfat and some milk solids, and this is butter. Now, ghee is actually made from butter. The butter is heated and the fat is separated from the milk proteins, meaning that what you're left with now is only butterfat. So pretty much you start with milk or cream, you churn it, you get butter, and then from there you heat it, you separate it, and you get ghee. Now, the similarities and the differences. Both butter and ghee are high in vitamin A, vitamin K2, butyrate, and CLA. Dairy is one of the best sources of vitamin K2, and I think this is one of the main reasons why you should consume it. Vitamin K is critical for cardio and bone health, and it's really important to differentiate the difference between vitamin K1, which is found in plants, and vitamin K2. In a long-term study involving 36,000 people, participants with high intakes of vitamin K2 had a reduced risk of developing peripheral arterial disease. However, the authors concluded that vitamin K1 had no effect. And if you are eating a 100% grass-fed butter or ghee, it's going to be even higher in these nutrients. So that's what butter and ghee have in common, and here's what separates the two. Because ghee is a very concentrated fat, it makes sense that it is higher not only in fat, but also in calories. 1 tablespoon of butter has about 100 calories, while a tablespoon of ghee has about 120. Now, I really don't think you should be concerned over 20 calories. This isn't a reason to consume one and not the other. But here's a difference that I do think is significant. Because the milk proteins have been removed in ghee, it contains next to no lactose and no casein. So for anyone who is lactose intolerant, they are usually okay to consume ghee. Same thing if you just have a dairy sensitivity. Butter is pretty low in lactose and casein to start with, but there really is none or only trace amounts in ghee. The other big difference between the two is that ghee has a much higher smoke point, and therefore it is maybe a better option for cooking. Butter has a smoke point of 150 degrees Celsius or 302 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas ghee has a smoke point of 250 Celsius or 482 degrees Fahrenheit. So long story short, both are good, both are nutritious. If you're lactose intolerant or sensitive to dairy, ghee is definitely an option you can consider to still get the benefits. If you're doing high heat cooking, ghee is a better option. But the one big downside to ghee is that it is expensive. The good news? You can make your own ghee at home. And that's what we're going to do now.
To make ghee, what you're going to need is unsalted butter. Any amount is fine. A shallow pan or pot, a slotted spoon, a metal bowl, a strainer, and a cheesecloth or a tea towel if you don't have a cheesecloth. Either or is fine. And a jar for storing the ghee. Now, this may seem like a lot, but you probably have almost everything in your kitchen already. The first thing you want to do is slice the butter into smaller pieces. This is so it will all melt evenly. Turn your stove on medium heat and melt the butter. Once it has melted and the liquid has started to simmer, turn the heat down to low. As it continues to simmer, the milk protein is going to bubble to the top, and you want to scoop this all off. It can take a while for all of it to separate, so just keep scooping it off. Now, make sure the ghee doesn't start to burn. This was a mistake I made the first time I tried to make ghee. I just left it on too long, and what I ended up with was a brown liquid. So you want it to be a golden yellow by the time you're finished. It can darken a little bit, get a little bit more golden, but don't let it get too dark. It usually takes around 10 minutes or so until all the milk protein has separated and can be removed, at which point you want to turn the heat off, take it off the stove. You're going to place the strainer over the bowl and then the cheesecloth or tea towel over top and pour the liquid through. You're doing this because some of the protein sticks to the bottom of the pan when it's simmering, so this is going to ensure that it is all strained out. Next up, you're going to pour it into the jar, seal it up, and put it in the fridge for at least a couple of hours until it becomes solid. And that is it. You have ghee. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you prefer using ghee or butter. Personally, I use both. I really like butter in my coffee. I find it makes it creamier when it's all blended up, but I really enjoy cooking with ghee, so I use both. Let me know which you use more often. If there's certain situations you use one or the other. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.